Guys, I say that. I know that sounds, it's real. The problems are real. Like, I hear you.
No. It's really ignorant to think that, like, we are the superior species in the whole entire galaxy. Be so fucking for real.
That
I turned to flush the toilet and my back hurt. Bitch, this is not superior.
Welcome back.
We're all set up now. Now I don't have to hear anyone talking about the sound.
Yeah, we're officially out of
trial phase.
Yeah, we're out of poverty phase. I'm just kidding. We have official setup now. How do you like our new setup?
Do we look profesh?
I'm talking to you, fool.
Oh, sorry.
How do you like?
No, I like it. It's cute. I like it. Looks real. Like it matches and everything.
It's like we actually do this now.
Yeah.
And so we won't sound far away, hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope.
What's that cute little doll you have?
This is him. This is him from Powerpuff Girls. He's literally my favorite little character, and I went to this little garage sale that I invited you to that you didn't go to, and he was there.
I didn't go there. Right.
He was there, and I've been sleeping with him every night, and I was like, you know what? Him deserves to be seen, because not this being like the OG, like, cartoon little, was he trans, you think?
Totally. I feel like this is
drag?
definitely that's actually a really good question. I feel like they represent a trans character, not like a drag character, but I don't really have a reasoning for that. I also love him.
Yeah, him is it.
Yeah.
They had a lot of him stuff there, but I don't really wear button down shirts, so I only got the doll.
I do like the Powerpuff Girls. I also like that's my cat in the background. Sorry, everyone.
She can be here. After I just posted the video, everyone saw where you were being mean to her.
Yeah, because somebody has to discipline them, because you never will do that unless she acts really crazy.
Yeah, no, I won't do that.
I liked him. I liked the Powerpuff Girls, but I also liked a lot of witchy stuff, which brings us to our segment for today, is witchy stuff. So when was your look at, she's all excited. The cat, her name is Cheddar, just landed.
Cheddar.
Hey, girl. See, this.
She wants my chair. That's what it is.
She wants the chair, and she's very vocal. Do you like witchy stuff? Like, are you a witchy girl?
Yeah, I have sugar jars. I have money jars. I actually have a sugar jar for you. She didn't know that.
Oh, that's sweet. No, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't assume people are casting spells on me. I don't think I'm that important.
It's not a cast a spell on you.
Isn't it a spell?
Yeah, but it's not like, I don't know if I would say
I'm not saying
it
on you like as if it's like an attack.
Yeah.
I'm saying it like on like the intention is with me, right?
Yeah, the intention is like like sweet jars are to like sweeten someone's disposition towards you.
Okay, so is that why you made the sugar jar? Because I'm a cunt?
No. No, I just think that like I'm a lot. Okay, I am a lot.
Yeah. And
I know that it takes a lot of your patience up. So
the bandwidth.
So the jar is to kind of like assist with how difficult I am to deal with by making you kind of like nicer.
Okay, well that's cool. I mean,
I do. Yeah, I have a few jars.
For me?
No.
Oh,
no,
I was
just
like,
that one.
God damn. She's
No.
doing a whole cauldron on your girl.
No, it's just that one.
Okay, cool.
I have one for like success and love and health and other people in my life who I feel need to be a little nicer. I thought of
someone that you have a jar for already.
Well, are you talking about my neighbor?
No.
Oh, are you talking about the love of my life?
No.
Oh, damn. Who are you talking about?
Well, no, I was just wondered in my head, like people who need to be nicer. Like I thought about.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is, people I don't interact with, I don't really give a shit if they're nice to me or not, because I'm not going to be nice back. Yeah. So I don't really need to like want to sweeten their disposition. You know what I mean?
It makes me think of that song. Sweet.
You know which one? You know how many songs say that?
Dispo.
Oh yeah.
I literally just had to get through
I did
it.
a lot of ecstasy during that time. I remember that song.
Was a very big ecstasy song.
Yeah. That's why holes in my brain. Had to
eat fungus. You already eat some.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Eat the psychedelic kind. It brings you so much fear. It's so interesting to see because you don't get afraid over much. I think mushrooms are magical. They're witchy.
Yeah, I know I need to.
You don't
my
need
support
to.
doll. No, I do need to because you had your concussion and you did mushrooms and you have like I don't think any residual side effects. From your concussion, right? You don't really
like no.
I had my concussion like way more years before you did, and I'm still like struggling with migraines and nerve damage and all the shit.
Yeah, you got to create some new neural pathways. Just a few times down the rabbit hole and you'll be good.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I've seen some shit in my life. I'm not really trying to have it pop up, you know?
Oh, it's going to pop up.
See what I'm saying?
It's going to pop up, but not in the way that it's not going to pop up in a way where the current state of consciousness that you're in can't handle. You have to remember it's your consciousness reacting with the psychedelic compound.
Have I done enough therapy?
See, there we go.
Have I done enough therapy to manage my initial reaction of anger?
Sure. Know? Would you, or rather, I guess, would you, and do you think your therapist would do like a guided practice with you?
I don't know if she would do a guided one. She does. She is really big about like meditating and, you know, like the EDMR sounds and all that stuff. Well, actually, she didn't do the EDMR sounds like I did. I actually told her about that, but she's big about doing that.
Therapy stuff.
Yeah, she's not against mushrooms, actually. Like,
honestly, I feel like most mental health, well, I'm not going to say most, but a lot of the mental health advisors, practitioners, workers, whatever, that I know, they are pretty big advocates for it.
Yeah, she's not really against. Your cat's hair is in my mouth. Somehow that happened. She's not really against it. So she would probably be kind of like, oh, how was your trip? Like she would probably be more like that. But I love her though. I think switching from like a white therapist to a black therapist was like the move as fuck.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah.
I really liked my white lady therapist, but she wasn't like.
Look, we're just going to call it. There is look, this turned from witchery to therapy, but it's like when you have, and this is no attack on any white people watching this program. Okay?
As a white person, I'll attack all of them. Keep going.
Well, in this specific context, what I'm talking about. Now, you guys deserve to get attacked for other things that your ancestors and you uphold, but we're not going to get into that right now.
I just held a white man accountable today. Keep going.
Good. Fabulous. But there's a different experience that a white person has moving through the world than a person of color, and then specifically a black person, and then specifically a black woman, and then even more specifically
a mixed person.
Mixed black person though, because there are mixed people who are not black who have a different experience. Being a mixed black person is a very niche experience, and only mixed people understand it, just like only black people understand, like full black people understand a full black experience, so on and so forth, right? Yeah. So when you do have a therapist who is a black woman on top of it, it hits different.
Yeah, she just kind of gets it.
There's certain things that go unexplained because they've lived it.
Yeah, exactly. Like there are certain things where I'm like, girl, you know, and she's like, I know. Like I don't have to sit and try to be like, you know, politically correct and not hurt my therapist's feelings, because she was for sure like a white lady, and she was very nice though, but it's just not the same. Like, and also I think there's that not power, but I know for sure like my white therapist was really being very courteous and trying not to like read me, whereas like my therapist now, she's like, all right girl, like
right, no, she's not gonna hold back. She's
because there's no there's no fear of like, well, what if she gets mad that I'm, you know, from my white, you know, therapist. And it's like that whole thing that it's just kind of like, we can just have a conversation and there not be like a fear of if one of us is going to make the other one feel less than, which I feel a lot of very aware white people try their hardest to not make anyone of color feel less than.
Yeah.
But also it's like, not all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
and there's just, you know, I think too, like you said it right now, there's sometimes where we wonder like if we're gonna piss off the white therapist by just being a little louder, being a little more vocal, or saying something a little bit more crass.
I can't even tell you how many times I used to be at my pottery studio and they would tell me that I was too loud, but meanwhile I'd walk up to the studio and I could hear them from outside, but the only like mixed girl in there, and there's only 2 other black girls there, was too loud.
Yeah, because your existence is loud.
Yeah, everything about me was loud.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. Don't tell me I'm loud, because you have no idea what loud is. You've not been around. I'm true. Not very loud. You know what I mean?
No, you're not.
Actually.
I'm actually feel like I'm much louder than you.
You are, but it also doesn't bother me because I'm, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm really not loud.
You not a loud ass nigga?
No, I wish I was louder. I think my face is louder than anything else.
Yeah, your presence is loud.
Yeah, my energy is just loud. Hello, honey pie.
Yes, you're in the room. You're in the room, Cheddar, doing the things you do. Anyway. Okay, yeah, so sorry, quick tangent into therapy, but white therapists are cool. Just you know, be mindful if you are a person of color when you're dealing with...
it's just they can't understand the experience of being told like your hair is too loud, like what grows out of your head is too aggressive for you know, their visual field of reference. They don't
know what it feels like to be called predator. That never happens to them.
Shit kills me every time you say it.
They couldn't even conceptualize that.
I think besides being called like fat and ugly and like the usual shit that you get called, I think being told I look like my dad was probably like the biggest insult to me, because that made me feel like a boy. Like, oh, you're saying I look like a boy. Not that my dad was ugly, but like, okay, so I look like a man. So not only am I fat and I'm ugly, but now I'm a man.
Yeah. No, I actually hated that growing up as well. Oh, being a girl is annoying, or a woman, whatever. Growing from girlhood to womanhood is very annoying.
And being in therapy and trying to date while also being neurospicy is also really annoying.
Okay, okay, it's not about witches, everybody. Sorry, it's not about witches. But we'll get into that next time. But what is something that you've noticed? Okay, first of all, what is your neurospicy? You're diagnosed.
Yeah, I am autistic and ADHD.
Okay.
And I do not take medication. I was taking ashwagandha for quite some time, which I think definitely silenced the noise in my head. And then I just kind of noticed while also going to therapy that it's easier to manage my mind and like the thought patterns that happen. It's easier to kind of to see it now. So I'm actually I haven't been taking ashwagandha for a few months now, and I'm still pretty chill.
Nice. Mm-hmm. What are like some of the thought patterns that you know? Like what are these thought patterns?
Mine are just kind of repetitive. It's just kind of like repetitive, the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Like, so before it used to be negative, like, you know, it's so easy, I think, when you're ADHD to read into that narrative of being too much and to this and to that in a negative way. Mm-hmm. Whereas while doing therapy, I have been able to flip it to like, yeah, I am too much, but it's like a positive thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not for everybody, and that it doesn't offend me as much anymore. The hardest part, I think, is probably the RSD, I believe it's called, the rejection sensitivity thing that I have. Mm-hmm. That's probably the worst, because when I feel somebody being like negative towards me, I instantly I feel like a warmth over my body, and I feel like, oh, they hate me, and like, we're never going to speak again, and this is like the end of everything. Like, that's when it goes real into those thought patterns, and then I just have to be like, okay, like, let me just take a breath and let me chill. Like, this is just circumstantial. That's not what it is. Get out of your feelings. A lot of the times it's really not about you. And so it's easier just for me to kind of come back as instead of like dwelling in that thought process.
Yeah. And then I'm like really actually pretty novice with this stuff. Like when someone like a therapist or a mental health professional tells you you're autistic, like what does that mean? Like, do they give you like a number on the spectrum?
So
do they give you an action plan?
For me, I was given like a test to take.
Okay.
And then I took the test, and then I don't remember if I saw if I opened the email that had the whatever. I'm motorboating your cat right now, but that's okay.
That's fine. She's gay. Or they are gay.
And so it was how she told me, which I thought was really funny, was she's like, okay, so you're not like on the spectrum, but you're like on it.
What the hell does that mean?
You know, I actually really understood that because my little brother is autistic, and his mannerisms, I think he's so funny. So he's also so much smarter than me, which I think is also linked to his autism. But he is kind of a little bit robotic, whereas I do tend to be socially inept, you know, and I do tend to have that monotone voice, but it's not all the time. And I am kind of aware of it unless I'm tired. When I'm tired, I am like, it's really hard to bring it's really hard to bring, I can't mask it. It's really, I'm just like, okay, this is, but, and I'm just very like one note, and my face is very one note. Like I can't like hide it. So I understood it because I was like, okay, so like I am on it enough to where I need to be aware, but I'm not on it enough to where I am, unknowing that what I'm doing is a very autistic thing. Whereas like everything my little brother does, he's autistic. But I'm not on it enough, on the spectrum enough to where I can't redirect my behavior with help. Whereas I think my little brother right now thinks that his autism is not a problem anymore and that he's fine.
When it's very apparent.
Yeah, he's clearly autistic. But the thing is about his autism, oh my God, you know what? I understand why he's my mom's favorite. She'll never admit it, but I'm so sure. I'm so sure.
This episode is also about family trauma. I'm just kidding.
But it's because he's so like kind and nice and funny and so smart. And it's just like, I think with most neurotypical people, like lying to me doesn't make sense, whereas lying to him also doesn't make sense. Like normally autistic people don't lie because the concept of it doesn't make sense. Like why? And I think because of that, it just makes him so like pure and genuine. Like nothing that he's saying can ever really be misconstrued of he's trying to be mean to you, because he's not. And whereas I think with me, it's like, I definitely can lie. I definitely can manipulate. I don't understand it, but I know that I'm good enough at it to be able to maneuver in a way that keeps me from getting in trouble or, you know, whatever. So that's what when she told me that, that's what I understood from it, was just like, I can see it if I'm looking at someone's facial features. I'm like, okay, I've overstepped. This is what I said was wrong. Okay, I need to remember that for next time. I need to watch whatever. Whereas he wouldn't really understand that because he's on it more than I am.
Got it.
That's how I understood it.
And I'm just curious, like, I guess I could look it up, but I'm like, is the spectrum exist as a number? Does it, you know what I mean?
When I took a separate test after, and it said I had pretty high autistic characteristics. As far as I think things that like I do and like how I act and whatever, it was pretty high.
Yeah. It's pretty high.
Yeah, it was pretty high. But also I think growing up in the 90s was just so much different than a kid growing up now, whereas like you have to learn how to survive. there was no, even now, like, I have not told my father that I was diagnosed with autism. You know, when I told him
You've said to me that you don't think he would believe you.
Well, I told him that I got diagnosed with ADHD first.
Right.
And I told him, and he was like, no, you don't. Like, that was just, he was like, he's a teacher. He's like, no, you don't. You don't have that. But it's interesting. When I told my grandmother, who my grandmother was, like, my grandparents were the ones who raised me on my mom's side. I told her, and she was just like, oh, yeah, that tracks. Like, it was so quick. It was so quick.
But your grandma raised you, right?
Yeah.
And your dad, not so much.
I saw my dad on, like, the weekends up until I, like, stopped going because I always got in trouble. On my dad's side, it was very Salvadorian. And it was very, like, as soon as I got there, it was like, it's time to clean the house. And I don't really get down like that. I'm not a slave.
You know what's so strange about that? Is that, like you say, that's very Salvadorian.
Or Hispanic. Or Latin, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, regardless, that is not my experience on my Latin side.
I know, that's maybe...
It is my experience on my Black side.
That's interesting.
Like, when I went to my dad's house on the weekend, I was required to do all of the chores. Clean the kitchen, clean the bathroom, clean the living room, clean, like, everything. Take out the trash.
I did not have that experience on my Black side. On my Black side, it was everyone cleans up for themselves.
No, I had to clean up my dad and my stepmom's mess as well.
Oh, no.
I was absolutely required to do that.
And also...
And I would get in trouble if there were mistakes. Like, in what felt as a little kid as severe trouble.
Yeah.
Like, I would get grounded. I would get yelled at to, like, a high level. Now that I reflect on it, I'm like, okay, like, my dad was probably just, like, super emotionally dysregulated for a plethora of reasons. But, yeah, I would get fucked up at my dad's house.
On my dad's side, it was his mom who was more like, okay, mama, it's time to clean. Go outside and clean up the dog poop. Go outside and do this. You need to wash the dishes. You need to clean the toilets upstairs and downstairs. You need to, like, take the sheets off. You need to vacuum. You need to clean the windows. It was like that. And then we had one male cousin on that side, and that nigga never had to do anything.
No, they never do.
No, he didn't have to do anything. But then on my Black side, it was like my grandpa was very much the one who was cooking and cleaning and, you know, doing all these things. And then my grandmother, like, low-key is terrible at both things. And she
don't cook?
She burned a hot dog in a pot while I was asleep one day. I woke up because I
burn a hot dog.
The water, she's who started the ADHD. She has ADHD. Completely forgot that she was cooking the hot dog. The water completely burned out.
And she just boiled
and it started to burn.
Yeah.
The hot dog started to burn. The pot was black. I woke up because I smelled something burning. I walk into the kitchen and my grandmother goes, Leroy, Jenna burned the hot dog.
Not her blaming you.
My grandmother, like, just started laughing. She literally just started laughing. And she was just like, like, being all mischievous about it and everything.
That's hilarious. Wait, what sign is your grandpa?
Gemini. Guess what my grandmother is?
Cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm both of those. That's why she loves me and hates me a little bit.
Lucky me. Yeah. Love it.
Anywho.
Love it.
Well, I've never been diagnosed before. What you think I got?
Borderline personality disorder.
Sick.
I do not think that you are bipolar at all. But I do think, because I've also looked into it, because sometimes, well, before I got diagnosed with ADHD, I thought maybe I had bipolar because my emotions, but that ADHD emotional dysregulation thing is very real. And I was like, okay, but you don't, to me, from what I've noticed, you don't seem to have really, really lows for long periods of time.
No, they like fluctuate like 24 hours or less.
Yeah. So from what I understand, which I could be wrong, I don't want to offend anybody. From what I understand you should have just left her in here. She kicked the cat out.
Wouldn't be my first time.
From what I understand, it's longer periods of time where you're like really high for months and then you're like really low for months. Okay. It's not just like you're sad once a month before your period comes. You know, it's a little different. but also I think that your mood dysregulation it could also be, I think you do have ADD. I don't know if it's hyperactive. I obviously don't know what's in your mind. But I do, from what I've noticed,
sex and death. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm not kidding. But.
From what I've noticed, it seems to me what would benefit you the most would be like a certain type of therapy with your trauma.
Yeah, the somatic one.
Yeah, which I think it is also, if I'm not mistaken, what is recommended for people with borderline personality disorder.
Yeah, I've had an ex get super flared up at me and literally like scream at me and be like, "Yeah, fucking BPD." And he was super mad. But when he said that, I was like, honestly, work. Yeah. Probably.
Because it's not bipolar.
Yeah, no, that's just what the white psychiatrist. No, I'm just kidding. It was a white psychologist actually.
Yeah, but, I think it's more complex than just being quick. Like, oh, well, you have these moods and this is it. It's definitely not that.
No, I've literally had moments where I'm like, I think I also like probably have BPD. I'm saying probably because I legit do not know. I've never been evaluated, but if I go off my instincts, I have BPD. But that and also suicidal ideation, which is like a symptom of BPD.
Yeah. I feel like I might do that too, but I'm not sure. So explain that one.
So like, do you think about like suicide a lot? Do you think about like how you would do it? Like,
okay, no. Yeah. What I think more of is like, what if I just wasn't here? But I don't feel like after my concussion, yes, after my concussion, I very much was thinking all the time about suicide. Correct. Now, post babies and therapy and ashwagandha, it's more just like, fuck, like, why do I have to be here dealing with the shit I never asked to be born and all I got to do is I have to pay these fucking taxes and shit? It's more like that. Like
the other reason why I think I have BPD, and this is just off memory, but like, you know how you said right now, like, why do I have to be here? There are moments when I think that, like, why do I have to be here? And then there are moments where my brain is literally playing tricks on me and it's like in a very sensational state of mind. And it's like, I'm here for a very specific purpose. Yeah. And I'm supposed to do something. And that, like,
I don't think that's
BPD, though. I think I need to relax with that.
I don't think so because I have astral projected. And from what my person told me was that my purpose is to influence somebody, and whoever that person is going to be the one making the difference. So talking all my shit, I'm just kidding. Me talking all my shit and just running my mouth, something that I say is going to influence somebody to do something, whether it's good or bad, I don't motherfucking know.
You don't know if it's good or bad? They didn't tell you?
She didn't tell me that. She said but it didn't seem like it. The energy seemed like it was positive. Like it'd be the first woman president or some shit like that. I don't know. Or like maybe the world ends and then whoever I was speaking to or who has heard me
ushers is the one in the new one.
Yeah. I don't know. But that's just what she told me. She also told me everything's going to be okay. She told me that the podcast was supposed to be where I reach whatever person, whatever level of whatever we get to was to reach whatever person. And that's, yeah.
Interesting.
And I also saw my real body and I know my actual name.
Shut up. You know your real name?
Yeah. It was crazy.
That's cool.
Crazy. Yeah. Which tracks, it was really insane because.
Are you going to share the name or are you going to hold it?
I don't know. I think I'll hold it.
Okay.
I'll explain it though. So, J's have been significant in my life. Like everyone in my family has a J. And then everything with me is very, I don't know, what's the word? It's very relevant, like being an Aries. Everything in my existence, Aries, you're the goat, everything, right? And then when I think she's the queen, she told me my name. I looked it up when I came back from astral projecting, and guess what the fuck it means, bitch?
What?
It means goat.
Really?
Yeah, and it explained like it was better than just goat. It wasn't just goat, but it was like a whole thing. But it explained how like goats climb up these mountains and choose to do choose to go this way as opposed to following the track like everyone else. It was very, very, I felt like significant to like my life, how like shit just keeps happening and I keep just like, I could walk across the street, but on the crosswalk, but I walk between the cars. It was very much, it was kind of wild. And then the crystals that I was holding too, which I didn't realize at the time, but the copper one like magnified everything else. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was insane. The second I had gotten there in this thing, so I meditate often. I like picture.
What's often? Not a critique. I'm just legitimately curious.
Almost every night before I go to sleep, I'll play my EMDR. I'll close my eyes and I'll see my little lava lamp going in my head, which is right. And then when I'm really struggling, I do the whole like sitting down, picturing a white light above my head, picturing it filling in my body and removing all the negative energy and allowing the earth to take the negative energy from me and filling my body with light. So I do that often. I was having like a bad day and I was like, let me release this shit, give it back to the earth. And so it's usually the same thing. I envision my body, I envision the light going through, but this time it was like a turtle shell. And then the turtle shell was gold, red. And then the geometric patterns in that shell were like lit up gold or red, whichever option, I don't remember, whatever, vice versa, whatever. And then it opened up and then I walk into this completely different world. It was like quite insane. And it was interesting because I was at the door, but I could zoom into the world. I could zoom into their little versions of frogs and like their version of grass was not green.
Who's there?
It was
like a different, like the queen.
Well, she didn't come at me like she was a queen. I think
you just attached that meaning.
Because she just seemed very like
regal,
boss bitch. Yeah. Very, and boss bitch in a way that's not like mean, but boss bitch in a way that's very like
a kind ruler.
Yeah. Very like she commands respect when she walks around, but she's not going to yell at you type of.
Those are the best queens and kings. I don't like people who yell to get authority.
They just have little penises, those ones. But anyway,
or very dry vaginas. Like dry
vagina is real. Yeah. Yeah. And so like I'm at the edge of the door and I'm like zooming in and I'm seeing this whole world. Like their version of grass was gold and red in this plan, which is also red is my favorite color as an Aries. Red rules everything around me. So I was just like, I could fuck with this, right? I'm just looking. And then she speaks to me and she was just like, I wasn't expecting to see you until you were 50 was what she said.
Whoa.
In your 50s. Yeah. She was like, you're early. I wasn't expecting to see you until you were 50. And I didn't say anything. And then it was very... It was very relevant that in this world, the women or the females were the superior species. They were all bigger because a male came in and he was an adult male and he was just like, oh, I knew you would come early. Like he was excited to see me.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really interesting. And I was like,
I'm fascinated by this.
Yeah. And then
I know you've told me the story before, but it's cool to hear it again.
Yeah. And so he's like, he was like, oh, I knew it. We had a bet that we would see you earlier than 50 and da-da-da. He was so excited. And then the queen just, she's like calm down. Like she just got here, like, let her chill. And then he said my name, but it was like, I wasn't allowed to hear it. So that part completely blurred out. And I was like, no, what did you call me? And she was like, the queen lady, she was just like, that's not her name. Her name is Jenna. Like, that's what she identifies with. I said, no, I hate the name Jenna. What is my name? And then she tells me and I was like, oh, I fuck with that. That's a pretty cool name. It's also a J name. I was like, I fuck with it. And then
about to scour the internet to find out every J name that means goat.
And
because my brain is like, what's the name?
Yeah.
It's like finding Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah. And so then she tells me, and I'm like, okay. And then she kind of explains to me like that this world's not really real, and it's just like collecting, not so much as collecting data, but just kind of influencing like what is going to happen
the current world we're in, right?
Yeah.
It isn't real.
Yeah, that it's just not like none of this shit like really matters.
It's not real.
Yeah.
And I say, like, guys, I say that, I know that sounds, it's real, the problems are real, like, I hear you.
No, it's really ignorant to think that like we are the superior species in the whole entire galaxy. Be so fucking for real.
That
I turned to flush the toilet and my back hurt. Bitch, this is not superior.
Yeah, that and that on a very like low level. But I just think like
it's crazy.
I have lived in Delululand for so long where I have I've had too many scenarios where based off of all the observable evidence, it should go differently.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
And it doesn't go that way. And so I'm just like,
everything about that
I'm
world,
in the quantum.
Yeah. Everything about that world and where I was made so much sense to me. It doesn't make sense that every single animal in this animal kingdom that we have, the females are superior. And us, we are not. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Yeah. And also, it's scientifically proven that men do die early because after their muscles and their protective things go, they're not useful. After they reproduce, they're not useful. And I don't mean to say that like men
they can
are not
make
great.
themselves useful. I just want to iterate
1,000%.
that. Yeah.
But just based off of scientific evidence, that's what it is. It's not that men are not useful or whatever, but after a certain age, it's kind of just like you don't really have a purpose in this anymore because the women bring down like the caring and the nurturing and all these things and blah 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 blah.
Also, like the delegation, the organization.
Yeah. And also, it's also scientifically proven that men live longer who are married, and women live shorter lives who are married for taking care of their person, and then women who aren't married usually live the longest.
You know, I saw a TikTok recently that said, and I really, really resonated with this.
I'm nervous.
No, it's good.
Okay.
It was like, if you are a highly creative woman, like really just like you have a large well of creativity, and that doesn't mean that other people don't have a big well of creativity, but I think you understand more than anybody.
I've home chick you brought to my house to paint.
Don't do that.
Oh, sorry. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with her. You can have a lot of other talents.
Look, I know.
Point.
Girl, hold it. Anyways, highly creative women are not meant to have one partner, like monogamy.
Oh, I'm sure that resonated with you. Yeah.
To have lovers. And when I sit and
think,
muses, I'm the muse. I am the muse.
Work.
So I can have lovers because they need to be inspired. Do they not? I love that.
I notice I inspire a lot of people without knowing that I've inspired them, just by like living
existing.
my life.
No, same.
Yeah.
I've only had a few men drop their ego and actually admit that I'm the source of inspiration, because I always know. And I'm not trying to be. I'm just doing my thing, and you bitches love it. But anyway, I've only had 2 guys be honest and be like, I muse off of you all the time. I've had one being around you person is constantly inspiring.
I've had one person tell me that, but he didn't take it as being inspired. He was like, you're literally too good for me.
Well, that's one way to put it.
He went way self-deprecating with that. It's like, come on, my
insecure.
guy.
I know. Come on. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, right? Come on, my guy. I'm literally gonna be everything that you want.
That, and also you're too good for me is just such a cop out, because it's like
as fuck. Yeah.
Okay, I'm too good for you, but also, are you not willing to step up to the plate, Knight? Are you not willing to remove the sword from the stone?
And the universe keeps fucking with me because I keep seeing his name everywhere.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm really getting annoyed.
No, yeah, you can just put him in a jar and banish him
on fucking bottles of champagne where I was just at. There was the
I know exactly.
There was the old brand. Now it has a new brand. It's his name at sea. The fuck it says. I was like, and it's right next to my face. Love that for me.
That shit's funny.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's not funny. Like
I was also watching
like
something
annoying.
yesterday, and somebody's name was that, and I was like, this goddamn name. I literally yelled at the TV. I was like, fuck this name.
I'm gonna be annoying and look up what the name means. Do you know what the name means?
My astral name?
No, not your astral name.
Oh, his name.
Yes.
I don't know what it means. No, I never looked it up.
I'm very particular about words.
I never looked it up. But so while I was astral projecting, she did also let me see my body. I did see my body. I did look like them. I didn't see my face though. As soon as I tried to see my face, I literally came back into my body. And I have this on my Ring camera, which I will not share. But it was on my Ring camera because I was like, this is crazy. And all of a sudden, my body just fell forward. I was like sitting crisscross applesauce. My body just fell forward.
That happened to me, not forward though, to the side when I smoked DMT the first time. I like blasted off pretty far and my body just went limp. And I remember I could still feel my body.
Aren't you supposed to like lay down when you do that though, so that you don't fall?
Well, you can be sitting crisscross applesauce. Like if you have a good medicine person, they'll be there next to you to like, you know, guide you down, or they might lay you down, you know, whatever the case may be. You have support is the point. Because I remember an ex of mine, it's a friend. I'll call him a friend because he really is a friend to me. But he crawled on top of me. Like he was searching while he was in the realm, while I just like stayed in meditative space and then leaned over. And he
was active.
Yeah, he was very active in that realm. And I was just kind of falling down. What?
Just thinking about that would freak me out.
Yeah,
but you want me to do mushrooms?
I know, but mushrooms aren't like a full-blown open eye hallucination like that. I think, and also, you know, we wouldn't dive you in head first. We wouldn't like give you an eighth.
Well, I've done enough to like microdose, put me to sleep.
Yeah.
I always sleep really well after I did those little chocolate things.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 squares.
Yeah, it's a little half G.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need like a cool like G and a half, I think. You need to get weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you need to like get out of your like whatever narrative exists as you right now, you need to get outside of it.
Yeah.
And that's what it helps you do.
Heal my brain up so I don't have any more fucking migraines.
Yeah, because that sucks, dude. Just on a physiological level, like Jesus.
Yeah, migraines suck. I just had one on and off for like a week and some change.
No.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
No, for sure not.
Yeah.
But yeah, that DMT trip was very cool. Now, I feel like the DMT realm is kind of like, you get it, bitch. Like, you don't have to keep smoking it. Because I've smoked it 3 times now. Well.
How long does it last?
15 minutes or less.
Oh. Damn, imagine you thinking you're there for 3 hours. That would kill me.
I also realize that I am actually... I know this sounds ridiculous. This is going to sound ridiculous because I'm late all the time. But I'm
constantly on Negro time.
I actually know the time, though, very, like, intrinsically in my body. I just underestimate how long I can how long a task is going to take me. And that's what makes me late. But I actually always kind of know the time. So, like, when I'm tripping... Like how people will say, like, oh, Cheddar just stuck her paw under her. She wants to kick it. That was the cutest thing ever. She's like, she
was doing that last time. And I was like, her paw is there.
Yeah. She's like, hey. She's literally going like this, giving like a
she'll be nice
millennial
if
peace
we
sign.
Let her in. No? You don't want to do it?
Next episode.
Okay.
I low-key always know the time. And... like when people say like, oh, I smoked DMT and I was there for, I don't even know how long. Like I can feel how long I'm there.
There was this white dude who had it like injected in his veins and like went to this house. They did this whole thing. He said it took him a really long time to come back to reality because everything where he was just so much better.
It is so much better.
That's another thing I also don't want to deal with because I already hate being here. Like, it kind of fucking sucks.
Well,
you know,
I think
I'm happy. You know, I'm happy. I like my life. I love my babies. I would never leave my babies. But like, it fucking sucks here. Are you joking?
Yeah.
I literally had to look at a white man dead in his face because he walked up to me and was like, "Do me a favor and give me that, nigga. I know you're motherfucking lying. Like, excuse me, hi. Do you mind grabbing that for me?"
Ooh,
no, I just looked at him.
Yeah.
I just looked at him. Dead ass. Sucks. I just looked at him and he was just like, "Oh, well, why do you have to be in the way?" Da-da-da. Starts talking, comes behind me, did not stop. I just kept my face. I just looked at my phone. I was like, you're not going to bring me out of my peace right now. No. And then when he walks around me, he goes, "Have a nice day." Still did not respond to him. Don't fucking talk to me, dog.
Yeah.
Like, and then I met this really nice black lady, and I was like, "You're very nice. You're the nicest person I met today." She's like, "Really? Why?" I was like, "Yeah,
always
because
a black woman who's the nicest person." I was like,
"Because white men." And she was like, "Girl, I know, I know." And I was like, and I told her, I was like, "This is the thing, though. I'm white enough to write a letter, so if I can act right, you can act right. Like, it is not just me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm white. Look at my fucking skin color. I'm white enough."
Jenna, but you're not white though.
I know, but I'm white enough. I'm white enough. You know, to the untrained eye, they don't know.
You know what I mean? Think they don't know?
White people?
Yes.
Girl.
They think you're white?
They think
Caucasian?
They think I mixed with something, but they don't guess black and they don't guess Hispanic.
How the fuck are they not guessing this?
Because.
Well, okay. And we'll go ahead and cut it there. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Eventually, we'll talk about witches.
Yeah, hopefully next episode we'll figure it out. Okay, bye.